Yeah, man. Everybody has to still have their own individual spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we all are one. We're joined together as one body, but we still are individuals too.
We have our own unique way.
Con.
Yeah, we got examples.
But we all believe,
right.
and we all are fully persuaded in our own minds that this is the truth.
Yep.
And let's use the example of the scriptures. Did not Esdras break down some of the things that John the Revelator saw?
Yeah.
Said different ways, but saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You go into some of the other prophets, Jeremiah's in different books, and some people are saying certain things that other people said, but it just says it a different way.
Yeah.
But the same thing is still being said.
Yeah, Joel, Jeremiah.
Gospels.
Luke, and you read the same.
Yeah, kind.
Exactly. That's
The
a great
account of
one,
Luke,
actually.
And Mark.
the account of Matthew.
Yep.
They have the same account, but it's
Worded different.
worded different.
Some men said arrows, some said horses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some little details maybe put in there that other ones just got the point across.
Yeah, like in Revelation where it says, I seen the heads of them were as lions, but then it says it goes into the tail. It says fire, but then it goes into Jacinth. But then Jason, and then when we go into Joel, it's the same vision.
Same issue.
Real quick, this is 1 Thessalonians 2 and 13. It says, "For this cause also thank we the Most High without ceasing, because when you received the word which you heard of us, you received it not as the word of men, but as it is in truth, the word of the Most High, which effectually worketh also in you that believe." So you're stirred up. Your spirit is stirred up by you listening to us break these things down, but the word is already in you, and it's just being stirred up in you, hearing us. So you're believing. Your belief is really from the Most High.
Yeah.
We're not the ones that's making you believe.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't make you believe. Obviously, there's a spirit that's within you. Because there's Jake that walk by every day, and y'all hearing us. They hear us with the same thing y'all hearing.
Right.
But the difference is, it's registering with your spirit, and them it just ricocheting. It just ricochets right off of them. They ain't hearing nothing.
They just glance over and see.
They just walk and just have a little look to them like, what the hell wrong with these dudes, What the hell they talking about?
What y'all doing down there?
Yeah.
Right.
What does it look like? You don't look at it's enough to scream it down, but not enough to come see. Or enough to take a moment to look. What are they holding? What is that Bibles?
What are they reading out of?
Yeah.
I got one to back it up also, similar. 2 Timothy 2:2. "And the things that thou hast heard of me, and among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also." So you're hearing it, but you still got to teach it. You heard these same things, and you understood and learned these same things, you still got to break it down, to somebody else. And say, if, okay, I got it easy, right? Say, I know English and Spanish, and I heard and somebody broke it down to me in English, but now I have to translate it into Spanish. That sounds like a different thing, but I got to still say the same things that I understand. It's just in a different language. That's another way of doing it. Still got to break it down according to the Spirit.
Yeah, and it's like also it's pretty much when the word is being spoken and being broken down in the spirit, those who are meant to receive it and the spirit is on them, there's something like operating on your mind to be able to take it in and receive it. It's ultimately like an angel. Hey, like when in Revelation where it says basically the door
Revelation 3.
Revelation the 3rd chapter, we talk about
A man knock and
if a man may knock.
I get it.
Yeah, get that.
Revelation 3 and 19 is 19. Let me start at 18. Yeah. "I counsel thee to buy me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that thy shame and thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. And many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous therefore and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me.
There it is. The Lord, you know, he comes to you and he knocks, meaning the Lord is pretty much trying to grab your attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's trying to, you know, hey, you hear me? You hear this knock? That's basically, hey, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. You know? And he sups with you. And you're one of the, and more than likely you're one of those ones who the Lord chose before the foundation of the world. You know? He said, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. You know? We don't choose ourselves to be a part of this thing. We didn't choose ourselves into this.
Okay.
The Lord chose us.
Yeah.
Or else, you know, we'd be just like these lost niggas walking right past the camp.
We'd be a clone.
We'd be clones, you know? Tyrone clones. You know? Yeah, man. So, you know, you let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Right.
Certain dudes, they just in it and they're just, you know, it's just another movement to them. Something to be a part of. You know, I get to have, you know, partners, companions. I get to eat chicken and drink,
Chill,
and
watch
talk shit.
Chill and watch the fight.
Watch, you know,
Ain't no
get
social
entertained
club.
with
Yeah,
each
you know,
other.
we do things amongst brothers, but it's deeper than that, man.
Con,
The common bond is our faith and belief in it.
Right.
And the holy conversation that we pass around. It's cool that we talk about, you know, whoever, the UFC or boxing or whatever, sports or whatever's going on. But the key moment happens when that conversation becomes spiritual.
Yeah, kind
That's really it's just a platform for those spiritual conversations to
Okay.
have license to move around and to edify. You know, for this brother to break something down, this brother to give an experience or whatever, you know. It's not just the jokes. You know?
Yeah.
I can't
It's
think of-
Philippians 2:12. Yeah, kind.
seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's good.
Looking for it?
Yeah, I'm grabbing that one. I just sort through what it is. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12 says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but how much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Mm-hmm.
That goes for each and every individual that's been called into this. And once you've been called into this, now you got to seek out the Lord with fear and with trembling, because now your salvation is on the line. You got to take this thing very serious. You know, the scriptures talk about being worthy of the calling, the convocation, and where you were called. This is a heavenly convocation. They come in this thing and they take this for a joke. They're not taking it serious. You know, they're listening to their leaders and not even questioning what the hell they talking about. Dude, get up there on the platform and talk about how Russia is a part of the beast. You ain't even think to do your proper searching. You just listening and following this man.
Because you just thinking
Because
of
you
all
just-
Edomites as the beast. No.
Yeah.
The breakdown's wrong, bro.
Yeah. And then when you get rebuked or corrected on it, all them brothers, you know, they hate GMS dudes, you know, they're dividing the nation, they doing this and doing that. The dudes,
They're not about unity.
yeah, man.
You don't love your brother.
Because we trying to correct you and pull you out of the fight.
At least the ones
Keep
that-
getting the MOTB wrong every single time. We can't even say nothing about it. Because you're just so aggravated that as soon as you do a breakdown on it, we gonna be on your ass.
You know what I think it is with MOTB? A lot of these
Yeah.
guys, they just don't want it to be the secret.
Yeah.
They just don't want it to be that. Because they want to see it, bro. They want to see it, but they don't want it to be that.
They're paid off, bro.
Yeah.
That's like this.
Or that, or the other
I think that paid off their
They
compromise.
had to.
Yeah.
Their higher ups probably showed them, all right, listen, man, this is how you go. We got to break down for you, and just stick with that. If you want to keep that money coming in, this is how you should
Or
teach.
just don't say it's this.
Right.
Yeah, it could be anything.
It could be
Whatever
anything
the hell
but
you
what they
want,
say.
But we better not ever catch you saying it's this. You mean what those other guys are saying it is? Yeah, don't ever say that.
Yeah, they didn't handle the suitcase.
Yeah. Slide it across the table, under the table. And now y'all go on
Or
and get
now
that going.
they just look up and they got money in there.
Now your
Oh,
school,
yeah, money.
now your school,
Digital.
Cash app
Yeah.
doing, ching, you know.
now your school can flourish.
Yeah.
Now, I want before we, time to get to a point. I don't know if you have any particular questions, but
Oh no, I'm just listening to what you guys got to say, what y'all stories.
He had asked about tattoos earlier.
Oh yeah, tattoos.
okay, yeah.
Because my brother, he's deep in God and everything too. So he told me yesterday, he was like, oh yeah, tattoos isn't a sin. And they have.
all right,
Yeah. Let's grab it. Leviticus.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the difference of this thing too. When you get into holy
Okay.
conversations, we don't bullshit. We
said
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
We rough, but I hate to say, but
We get you, man, bro.
It's what the truth is. So we gotta tell you what the scripture actually says.
Leviticus 19 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
It's plain.
And so years ago I heard somebody say this: if the Lord wants you to have marks on you, He'll scar you up. That's a better story than a tattoo.
And then some people may say, well, that's the Old Testament. The Old Testament is we're not under the law, but that's a lie too.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'll get it. I got
You
it.
got it quick?
If you got something, I was looking at Romans.
Yeah.
3:31.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
To-
Somebody can go with 6.
Yeah, Romans 3 and verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
6 and 1.
Yep, 6 and 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? The Most
People
High.
say we don't have to keep we're under grace. We don't have to keep the law for we're under grace. No, grace is a rehearsing.
Yeah.
It's like a period of where you can make mistakes, but you're still trying to get it right because that period always ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a grace payment. Say you got a grace period to make a payment. You still got to make that payment.
Absolutely.
So it's the same thing.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? The Most High forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Right. When Yahushua died for our sins, how can we go back and just be all mingled in it? It's like, just act like we don't got to pay attention
Right.
to it.
What's sin? Transgression of the Heavenly Father's law.
Exactly.
Breaking the law, statutes, commandments. That's what sin is.
Yeah.
I got some. Revelation 22 and 14. Blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Now, here's the thing. Where's the one that says
I got one too.
about the law being good? Because the point is, I'm probably wording it wrong, but basically the laws are wisdom, so they're just going to help
The
you.
man uses lawful or something like that. Not
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm
The law is good if you use it lawfully.
There it is. You got one too?
I got one. Romans 7 and 1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over man as long as he liveth.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, the scriptures also say it's not grievous.
Yep.
You know.
It's supposed to benefit you and help you.
Yeah, that's your code of conduct, man. It's being an Israelite man. That's your code that you go by.
And it's crazy, not crazy, but it's masterful, if you will, from godly, how it touches everything.
Right.
It teaches how we're supposed to interact with ourselves, each other, our family,
Mm-hmm.
outsiders that don't believe, other nations of people.
Okay.
It shows you how to just deal with every scenario and situation. Brother, have one
Law
right
is
there.
good. If man uses lawful.
Found out?
Yeah, I got it. But you go ahead. You got something.
There's a red letter, they call it Jesus.
Yeah.
Yahushua, in his own words, said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Wait, I'm sorry, where was that at?
Matthew 5 and 17.
Yep.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy,